Hi, this is the High Frequency Channel. My name is Rebecca Urick, and you are tuning in for transformation. I am a life mastery consultant and a dream builder coach. I have been doing oracle card readings for 18 years. I've been a yoga teacher and meditation teacher for 18 years, and I channel source. That's what I do. And today, I want to talk about stress and how to relieve it in our lives. So back in the day, when we would be running from the lion, the tiger, the bear, our body would go into a state of fight or flight. And when it does that, it accesses your arms and your legs. It begins to burn sugar so that you can have a very extreme burst of energy to get yourself out of danger, right? And then go back into rest and digest. So, but what is happening now is that we are living in a constant state of stress. Whether it be, I don't know if I'm going to pay my bills. Am I ever going to meet the person of my dreams? I can't stand my coworker or my boss, or we keep thinking about somebody who is bothering us. So we, as a country, as a society, are pretty much living in a state of fight or flight all the time. So we're burning sugar, right? It doesn't mean that you get to go eat more sugar, but we're not in rest and digest, which is where we burn fat. So how are some ways that we can shift ourselves into rest and digest throughout the day? Now, when I work with my clients, we work a lot with the shadow work, or what I call core wounds, to help them to understand what they are feeling, right? So when we think about, I'm not going to be able to pay my bills, it's actually not the unable to pay your bills that is the problem. It is the anxiety that is within you that is the manifesting energy that you're feeling. So what you are feeling is what you are manifesting in your life. So we are 5% our cognitive mind, and we are 95% our subconscious mind. And what we attract to us is whatever is ruling in our subconscious mind, right? So when we think some of us are like, I'm going to get that promotion or start that business and I'm going to do really great. And then the subconscious mind kicks in and goes, nah, probably not. You actually don't feel like you're worthy. And when you are in that place of unworthiness or doubt or fear, like I said, you are in a state of fight or flight. You are actually wearing and breaking down your body sooner and faster. You're going to begin to create health issues. Isn't stress the number one thing that is killing everybody? It's stress. So how do we begin to reduce the stress in our life? So this is what I tell my clients, and they pay lots of money to hear this. So listen carefully, okay? The first thing is to recognize and pause what is going on in my body. Am I in rest and digest, or am I in a state of fight or flight? So the first thing that you have to do is become aware of what is going on inside your body, to identify it, right? Go, okay, I'm in fight or flight. I'm definitely not in rest and digest. And then it is to shift your awareness to your breathing pattern. Take a few deep breaths. and begin to change your state of being. Now remember, our state of being is a choice. We can be in a state of worry and fear all day long, but you are breaking your body down. You are going to get sick. You are going to create diseases and illnesses. When you are in rest and digest, your body is in the healing mode. It is in the digestion mode. It is the nervous system is calming down. So number one, recognize what state of being you're in. Number two, listen to your breath. Take a few breaths and then do something to change your state. So we begin by breathing. That's a beautiful way to change your state. You can dance to your favorite music. You can think about something that you're super grateful for in your life. You can run around the block, go in nature, sit in, hold your tree. I think I talk about trees a lot. I love my trees. Do something to shift your state into a place of rest and digest. I also want you to notice that while you're watching TV, even though your body is in a state of rest, if you're watching an action flick or a horror flick, notice how your body feels and it goes along with the emotions of the movie or show that you're watching. So even though your body is resting and not moving, your whole internal being is most likely in a state of fight or flight. So start noticing what you are noticing what state of being your body is in. Your body, your subconscious mind, is the attractor magnet to everything in your life. So if you are walking around in a state of fear, in a state of doubt, in a state of worry, you are attracting to you more things to be doubtful of, to worry about, to be afraid of, right? So you see how important it is to take care of yourself and to follow this information, this vital, beautiful, heart-centered advice or process to help you release the stress in your life and come back into a place of rest and digest. All right? If you are at all interested in working with me, please reach out to me. You can reach me through my Facebook page, the High Frequency Channel. I do go live often and with free readings. So join me on my page sometime. Turn on the notifications so you know when I go live with free readings. And follow this advice. Follow it for at least a week and share with me on my page how it's working out for you or how I can help you in any way. Okay? So that's your homework for the week, and I'm ready for my first caller. I think it is Edie.
Eddie.
Awesome. Hey, Eddie, how are ya?
I'm good in a positive state of mind right now around nature. I live in Long Beach, you live around the beach, so she's fire.
Oh, excellent. Water is like the best healing energy. So whenever you're feeling down and out, just hop on the beach, go for a swim.
Yes.
What can I do for you today?
Let the water hit my feet whenever I'm having a stress, mindful day or, something that's bothering my energy. I like to protect my energy all the time.
Water has negative ions, which are extremely positive to the human body. So you've got it. That's awesome. That's a great way to shift your energy. So I do oracle card readings. I am a life coach or a dream builder coach, and I channel source. How can I help you today?
I would say let's just go with a general reading today.
Okay, let's do it. Let's see what's going on.
All right.
Whoa, cards falling out all over the place for you? Oh, good.
It's a positive sign.
Okay, so what's that?
That's a positive sign right there.
Yeah, and the ones that are coming out are good. I do. The one thing I do see, is there any forgiveness work that you need to do? Like, is there anybody that maybe needs, that you need to forgive? I mean, there's always forgiveness work to do.
I feel like it's just in general, the people I work with in my field. I do want to forgive everybody where they put me through, because honestly, I had to let go this month, especially with the Lionsgate opening up and this full moon coming. Yeah. I just want to have forgiveness for everybody that's, put me in my past, because it wasn't for them, the negatives or the positives, I would not be where I'm at right now.
Right. There is always an opportunity for growth, right? Especially when,
totally.
when there's like conflict.
We're always leveling up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's always, there's always forgiveness work to do. So, looking inside yourself, and, I love forgiveness through compassion, allowing people to be where they are, doing what they're doing. Doesn't mean you have to step in front of the Mack truck and, get hit by their swinging, whatever, but to have compassion and let them like really be where they are. And keep working on your good forgiveness work, because anything that there is in there, I feel like maybe this might be older. This might be older and deeper from maybe childhood. Just, as a worker, a light worker, we always are looking for things to heal. So that's just something to increase your happiness and healthiness. Always be looking out, or even in your meditation, just, maybe even ask for anything that has happened in your past to come up so that you can work on healing it. Basically it's saying you're really strong in your faith. Your positive outcomes really depend on keeping that positive mindset. And I feel like this is confirmation for you. And also to maybe even taking it a step further. So faith, the 3 levels of awareness are hope, faith, and then knowingness. And maybe, we kind of, as we do this work, we let go of the hope and we move into the faith, which is the believing, but then we move into knowing. So maybe even, like I said, you're doing the work, so you may be toggling, as we all do, between faith and knowingness, but go in and find that deeper knowingness within yourself, and allow that to be your guiding light a little bit more. Again, heightened intuition. Again, that inner knowingness, trust it. It's guiding you. It's, it is your intuition. It's your connection to source. And then you've got great self-value, and knowing that you're God's precious gem. So if you maybe ever feel like, because, as we all do, we kind of go back and forth, we fall into that, something happens and we feel a little bad about ourselves, and it's, we know how to pick ourselves out. Just remember, to connect to that, infinite side of yourself, the human side, we're here to experience, and really that's it, right? Just experience source through us as us. And so to remember that. And also too, this time right now is a really big time of sensitive emotion. So really heightened sensitivity. So really some extra self-care, and gentleness on yourself, to yourself.
Okay. Perfect. I do tend to be a little bit hard on myself. I'm always working, never stop.
Yeah. I think as light workers too, it's like we're working so diligently, and maybe it's to work more gently. Sometimes we're hard on ourselves because we feel like we should be somewhere or further along or whatever it might be, right? And so when we get angry or we get upset, we're hard on ourselves, like, why am I feeling this? But it may be to just feel it and allow yourself to feel it, know that it's okay, give yourself the love that you need while you're experiencing whatever it is, and you'll be able to release it faster, especially when you allow the energy to pass through you with love. Does that make sense?
Yes, makes perfect sense right now.
Good, good. Is there anything else I can help you with? That's a great reading.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just wanted to give you, light as well, and light as well too. I really thank you for the call. Obviously, what I felt about this was a big confirmation as I walk, through an alley right now, and I see a feather, right on the ground while I'm talking to you. So everything was just a huge confirmation for me, and I really appreciate that.
Good. Yeah, keep going. You're doing great. Yeah, you're doing great. You've got just, I think that extra last little being sensitive to yourself. We trying so hard to be sensitive to others, but we really want to, project that onto ourselves. So yeah, you're doing good. Keep going. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. You're changing the world. Thank you for coming on, and thank you for your great energy.
You too. Keep pushing the energy out. So
thanks.
Appreciate it. Namaste.
Yeah. Namaste. Thank you. And next we have Natalie from Florida. Hi, Natalie.
Hello. Hi.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. So I am a dream builder coach. I've been doing oracle card reading for 18 years, and I channel source. How can I help you today?
Well, I was just kind of seeing what kind of vibe you got off of me, and you tell me like what comes up. Because right now, I'm at a really good point in my life. I'm growing and evolving more than I ever expected to, and I've been tuning into source, and I just have a good sense that I'm on the right path. And I'm not seeking validation, but I just wanted to see if maybe anything comes up just by having me on the phone.
Sure. Okay, so what I'm getting already is, and maybe this, and I feel like this is something that our society and everybody needs to work on, is really having clear, heart-to-heart discussion. So being clear in how you're voicing your feelings and what's going on inside of you. Do you feel like you're good at that?
Well, I'm getting better at it.
Okay. So basically,
it is a work in practice.
Yeah, right? We are. I think we're all a work in progress, right? So basically, it's just kind of, in order for you to shine your light into the world, it's important that you stand your ground and that you speak your voice and you get what you need to say out there. So, be assertive in your communication, being kind, as you are, and can help you to understand and then also be understood. So you can be heard, felt, and seen, right? When you're, instead of retreating and not saying anything, standing your ground and saying something, saying what you feel like and like you said, progress, not perfection. So sometimes it may not come out the way you want it to. And you've got to just forgive yourself for that, but be proud of yourself and celebrate that you are, that you are working on it, that you're doing good. And then also to, really being easy with yourself, being gentle, being kind. Your health and happiness, abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. So we're kind of our own worst critic, right? And I feel like, even if you are on this path and you have done work, there's always more work to do. So even, giving yourself more love, like really, really deciding, like if you want to go and do something, decide what you really would love. Right? When I work with my clients, I always ask them, well, what would you love? I mean, if you were guaranteed success, what would you love to have happen? And then go do that, right? So instead of feeling pushed and pulled by, circumstances or conditions or friends, peer pressure, whatever it might be, just really tune into what it is that you would love, and you'll take your life to another level. So is there somebody else in your life that maybe is really multifaceted? There are many layers and many dimensions to the person. This person might even be you. That you're, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish.
Yeah. Do you think it's you?
Yeah. Yes, I would say I'm a Jane of all trades.
Okay. Okay. That's good. Good. And just, again, just being kind to yourself, and remember that God's going to send you the miracles that you need when you need them. So be in that, when we're in that positive place, and we're checking in. Remember, it's the subconscious mind that actually is our manifesting power, and checking in with that subconscious mind instead of the conscious mind. So the conscious mind only has 5% of the energy. The subconscious mind controls 95% of who you are, right? So if you ever feel like you want something, but it's just not quite getting there, it's probably in your subconscious knowingness. So through programming, and that usually happens by the age of 7. So, you can go back to, like, for instance, I was working with a client and she's having trouble speaking her mind. So this may help you. And I'm like, well, let's go back to before of age 7. And she goes, I remember my parents saying, the teacher's always right. And I'm like, and she's like, in that moment, I knew the teacher wasn't right, but I wasn't allowed to have my voice. So you see, like, there are so many things that play into our programming, into why we do or don't do something now as adults. So when you're ever finding that you're trying to manifest something that maybe you're struggling with, I would check in with your subconscious mind. So this is where we get really in tune with our body and what our body is saying. And what, when we say, oh yeah, I'm going to start this new job and it's going to be great, or I'm going to get the promotion. Then listen, and then what comes up? Fear, or I'm not worthy, or, just making sure that you check in and maybe take some time now while you're in this good place to really kind of dive into your subconscious, which are a lot of the core wounds, unworthiness, disappointment, rejection, and so on and so forth. You can probably list a bunch of them. Shame, guilt, kind of go into those. I know it's going to kind of pull them up a little bit, but when we befriend them, we actually release them. It's name it to tame it. My health coach always says, name it to tame it. So if you know what's going on in your subconscious mind, and you can name it, it usually it'll usually release, which is kind of a cool thing, so that you're not harboring it and holding on to it, right? Because even though we're all awakening, and I hear a lot of people like, I'm awake. I had my first awakening 25 years ago, and I'm still awakening, if that makes sense. Like, once it's a never ending process. So there's always work to be done. So when we befriend our core wounds, we begin to heal them. And then our manifesting power becomes stronger and better, right? So a little bit of meditation. Do you meditate?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So keep going, keep with the meditation, connecting to source, connecting to God, and trusting that intuition, that knowingness, and allow the miracles to come in. So miracles, to me, they happen every day, all day. They're not necessarily the big mama, thing that happens. They're, the butterfly flying up to you and passing you by, or, you know what I'm saying? So be really mindful, really open yourself up more to those things to allow for more miracles, more synchronicity, more of that in, right? We can always work on more, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
yeah.
Definitely.
So is there anything else that I can help you with? Any other questions or anything?
No, not really. I loved everything that you mentioned, I completely agree with everything you said.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, make sure that you like my page, the High Frequency Channel. I actually go live. I'm actually quite busy right now with family and stuff, but I do go live with free readings. So make sure you join me there. I would love to, keep up with you and keep in touch and see how you're doing and help you along the way. So make sure you like my page. Yeah, for sure. I would love to see you there, and have a beautiful evening.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Bye-bye. Namaste. And thank you, everybody, for joining me today on my High Frequency Channel radio show. It has been such a pleasure. Remember, I am a dream builder coach and a life mastery consultant. I help people change their lives from the inside out so they can have full spectrum wealth in their life. That means all areas of their life will be beautiful and amazing and abundant. Again, my name is Rebecca Urick. Please like my page, the High Frequency Channel, and have a beautiful week until next week. I love you. Namaste.